I am always elated at the end of winter every year because good weather is here. Unfortunately, I always forget about the allergies that come with spring. The sneezing, the Claritin, the headaches. But what causes all these allergies? To understand this, first we have to understand why seasonal allergies happen when they do. The Earth has a tilted axis that's about 23.5 degrees off center. Throughout the year, it rotates around the sun. As it orbits the sun, different amounts of light hit different regions. Spring in the northern hemisphere occurs between winter and summer when majority of the light rays are hitting the equator. This creates perfect temperatures on the northern hemisphere for the activation of seed plants. But why does the activation of seed plants trigger allergies? Well, seed plants produce pollen grains for fertilization. Polygrains are multicellular male gametophytes produced by trees and other plants. They are carried by wind or pollinators to female gametophytes where they are fertilized. Sometimes in the spring, if you look at a car that is parked outside, you may see a yellowish-green covering on the outside of the car. This is pollen. Allergies get especially bad on breezy days because the wind is picking up more pollen from trees and spreading it farther and wider. It is important to note that pollen grains do not actually fertilize the egg. Instead, they carry the sperm that will be used to fertilize the egg once it reaches the pollen tube. During allergy season, when your body is exposed to pollen, the immune system does not recognize it and creates antibodies against it. Then, the next time you are exposed to that allergen, your body releases histamines that try to protect you against the allergen. Medicines like Claritin are antihistamines that block the reaction in your body. In Chapter 54, we learned that you might be genetically disposed to a certain type of behavior by inheriting it from your parents. This theory is called behavioral genetics. Similarly, people can be disposed to developing seasonal allergies if their parents already suffer from the same condition. Evolutionarily, it may seem like allergies do not make sense. What is the point of being allergic to harmless things? However, recent studies show that itching, coughing, or vomiting as a result of exposure to environmental irritants could signal that the body is ramping up a response to help you survive these substances in the future, or predispose you to avoid them altogether. All in all, the Earth is tilted on an axis and orbits the sun, which produces seasons. Pollen that is being dispersed in the wind during spring ends up causing allergies, and pollen allergies can be inherited from your parents, similar to behaviors. Thank you for listening.